Adeline stared at the crumpled note in her hand, the words blurring through hot tears. "Meet me tonight, my love, R." Her heart shattered as she realized it wasn't meant for her, but for someone else in their tangled web of secrets. In that moment, the casual fling she thought she had with Riley exploded into a nightmare of betrayal that would unravel her entire family. The rain pounded against the window of Adeline's small apartment in downtown Seattle, mirroring the storm raging inside her chest. She paced the living room, her mind replaying the scene from earlier that day. Riley's hand brushing against her sister's arm at the family brunch, a touch too lingering, too intimate. How had she missed it? Adeline, at 28, had always prided herself on her sharp intuition, honed from years of navigating the corporate ladder in a male-dominated tech firm. But love, or whatever this mess was, had blinded her. Riley had entered her life like a whirlwind 6 months ago, at a networking event where Adeline was pitching her latest app idea. Riley, with her infectious laugh and piercing blue eyes, had approached her afterward, complimenting her presentation with a confidence that made Adeline's pulse quicken. What started as coffee turned into late-night talks, stolen kisses, and eventually, a passion that Adeline convinced herself was just casual. No strings, no complications. But deep down, she knew it was more. Her heart whispered lies to protect itself from the truth. Now, clutching that note she'd found slipped under Riley's door, meant for her sister Elena, Adeline felt the weight of her choices crushing her. Elena, her younger sister by 2 years, had always been the golden child. Straight-A student engaged to a respectable man from their conservative family circle, the one who never rocked the boat. Their parents, devout Catholics from a tight-knit Italian-American community, had drilled into them the importance of tradition, marriage, and heteronormative bliss. Adeline had come out to them in college, enduring the silent judgments and whispered prayers for her salvation. Elena, ever the peacemaker, had supported her quietly, but now this? Adeline's thoughts spiraled. Was Riley playing them both? Or had Elena, in her perfect facade, been hiding her own desires? The idea of her sister being attracted to women, to Riley, of all people, sent a jolt of anger and confusion through her. She grabbed her phone, fingers hovering over Riley's number. Call her? Confront her? Or Elena first? The decision loomed like a guillotine, each option promising pain. She opted for Elena, driving through the slick streets to her sister's upscale condo on the outskirts of the city. The door opened to Elena's surprised face, her long dark hair tied back, wearing a simple sweater that hid nothing of her poised demeanor. "Addie? What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost." Adeline thrust the note forward. Explain this." Elena's eyes widened, color draining from her cheeks. She stepped aside, letting Adeline in. The living room was immaculate, a stark contrast to Adeline's chaotic space. Photos of family vacations, her fiancé Mark smiling from frames. "It's not what you think," Elena stammered, but her voice cracked. "Not what I think. Riley, my Riley, writing to you like that." Adeline's voice rose, echoing off the walls. "How long? How could you?" Elena sank onto the couch, burying her face in her hands. "It started innocently. We met at your event. She approached me after you left. I didn't know about you two at first. By the time I did, it was too late. I felt something real, Addie. For the first time." Adeline's mind reeled. Elena, the straight-laced one, confessing to feelings for a woman? It shattered every assumption she'd held about her sister. But beneath the shock was a deeper hurt. Betrayal from the two people she trusted most. "You knew about us eventually, and you continued? That's not love. That's destruction." Tears streamed down Elena's face. "I'm engaged to Mark because Mom and Dad expect it. But with Riley, I feel alive. Free. Don't you understand that? You've always been the brave one, out and proud. I've hidden who I am for so long." Adeline paced, her inner turmoil boiling over. How ironic. She, the openly gay sister, had kept her relationship with Riley casual to avoid family drama, while Elena dove headfirst into secrecy. This isn't freedom, it's a bomb waiting to explode. What about Mark? The wedding in 3 months? Our parents? Elena stood, her eyes pleading. "Help me, Addie. I don't know what to do." But Adeline shook her head, storming out. In her car, she finally dialed Riley. We need to talk. Now. Riley's apartment was a bohemian haven in Capitol Hill, filled with art and books that spoke of her free-spirited nature. She opened the door in yoga pants and a tank top, her short hair tousled. Adeline? Hey, what's up? Adeline shoved the note at her. This. My sister. Explain. Riley's face fell, guilt etching lines on her forehead. Oh God. I didn't mean for you to find out like this. So it's true. Adeline's voice trembled. You're seeing Elena behind my back? Riley pulled her inside, closing the door. It wasn't behind your back at first. You and I, we agreed it was casual. No exclusivity. Then I met Elena, and sparks flew. She's different from you, softer, more vulnerable. But I care about you both. Adeline laughed bitterly, sinking into a chair. Care? This is my family you're tearing apart. Do you even realize the pressure we're under? Our parents would disown us if they knew. Riley knelt before her. I do now. But love doesn't follow rules, Adeline. Elena's trapped in that engagement. She needs this. And what about me? Adeline whispered, her heart aching. Was I just a warm-up? Riley shook her head. No. You were my awakening. But Elena, she's my future. The words stabbed deep. Adeline left, driving aimlessly through the night. Her mind a whirlwind of questions. How had one casual hookup led to this? The societal chains, family expectations, religious dogma, the fear of judgment, tightened around her. She thought of coming out again, this time defending Elena, but at what cost? Days blurred into a tense standoff. Adeline avoided family gatherings, ignoring calls from her parents. Elena texted apologies, begging for understanding, while Riley sent messages of regret. But Adeline's inner conflict raged. Forgive them? Expose them? Or walk away? At work, her focus shattered. During a crucial meeting, she snapped at a colleague, her mind elsewhere. Her boss pulled her aside. Everything okay, Adeline? You're not yourself. She forced a smile. Family stuff. It'll pass. But it didn't. That night, she confronted her own reflection. Why had she kept Riley at arm's length? Fear of commitment, or deeper fear of rejection from a world that still whispered slurs behind her back. The breaking point came at a family dinner. Their parents, oblivious, chatted about Elena's wedding plans. Adeline watched Elena fidget, her eyes darting to her phone. Likely a text from Riley. Under the table, Adeline texted Elena. We talk after this. Or I tell them everything. Elena's face paled. After dessert, they slipped out to the backyard. What do you want from me? Elena hissed. The truth, Adeline replied. End it with Riley or end the engagement. You can't have both. Elena's eyes filled with tears. I love her, Addie. Mark's safe, but Riley's real. Then choose, Adeline urged, her voice breaking. But know the price. Our family might never recover. Elena nodded, wiping her eyes. I'll think about it. But Adeline knew thinking wasn't enough. The drama was just beginning, the choices ahead promising more heartbreak. The next morning, Adeline woke to a pounding headache and a barrage of missed calls from Elena. She ignored them, brewing coffee in her silent apartment, her thoughts churning like the dark brew. Why was she the one bearing the burden? As the older sister, she'd always protected Elena, from bullies in school to their parents' high expectations. But this was a betrayal that cut to her core, forcing her to question her own role in the family dynamic. Riley's words echoed. Love doesn't follow rules. Easy for her to say, unencumbered by the weight of tradition. Adeline's family had immigrated from Italy 2 generations ago, clinging to Catholic values in a progressive city like Seattle. Coming out had been her act of defiance, but it came with isolation. Holidays where aunts whispered, uncles avoided eye contact. Now, Elena's secret threatened to drag them both into the abyss. Adeline decided to meet Riley again, this time on neutral ground. A bustling coffee shop in Pike Place Market. The aroma of fresh beans did little to soothe her nerves as Riley slid into the booth opposite her, looking remorseful. I didn't sleep last night, Riley admitted. I hate that I hurt you. Adeline stirred her latte, avoiding her eyes. Hurt. You destroyed trust. My sister, of all people. Why her? Riley leaned forward. It wasn't planned. After our nights together, I craved more connection. Elena provided that. Conversations about dreams, fears. She's repressed Adeline. Like a bird in a cage. And I'm what? Free-flying and disposable. Adeline's voice sharpened, drawing glances from nearby patrons. No, Rile insistith. You're strong, independent. But Elena needs saving. Adeline's mind flashed to childhood memories. Elena crying over a broken doll, Adeline fixing it. Always the fixer. She doesn't need saving. She needs to face reality. Our parents will crucify her if they find out. Riley reached for her hand, but Adeline pulled away. Maybe it's time they did. Hiding only breeds more pain. Easy advice from an outsider. Adeline left the meeting more conflicted, her inner monologue screaming. Am I jealous? Or protective? The line blurred. That afternoon, Elena showed up at Adeline's door, eyes red-rimmed. Mark proposed a destination wedding. Mom's thrilled. Adeline ushered her in. And you? Still seeing Riley. Elena collapsed on the couch. Yes. No. I don't know. Last night, after our talk, I told her we need space. But it hurts, Addie. Like part of me is missing. Adeline sat beside her, a rare moment of vulnerability between them. I get it. When I first realized I liked girls, it was terrifying. But you have a choice now. Live authentically or in shadows. Elena hugged her knees. Authentically? With the family breathing down my neck? Dad's already talking grandkids. The pressure was palpable, a societal noose tightening. Adeline thought of the LGBTQ+ support groups she'd attended, the stories of disownment and reconciliation. We could tell them together. Strength in numbers. Elena shook her head. You're brave, I'm not. The conversation ended in stalemate, but seeds of doubt planted. Adeline spent the evening researching online forums on family dynamics in conservative households, articles on internalized homophobia. Her own past resurfaced. A college girlfriend dumped because Adeline wasn't out enough. Now, history repeated in twisted form. Weeks passed in tense limbo. Adeline threw herself into work, landing a promotion that should have thrilled her. Instead, it felt hollow. Riley stopped texting, respecting the distance, but Elena's updates grew frantic. Secret meetings with Riley, guilt eating her alive. One evening, at a bar with friends, Adeline overheard a conversation about arranged marriages in modern America. Subtle pressures disguised as tradition. It hit home. Her phone buzzed. Elena. I broke it off with Riley. For good. Relief washed over Adeline, but suspicion lingered. Why? Mark found a text. He confronted me. I lied, said it was a friend. But I can't keep this up. Adeline rushed to Elena's condo. Mark was there, pacing angrily. What's going on, Elena? Who's are? Elena's eyes pleaded with Adeline. The room thickened with tension. It's me, Adeline lied, her heart pounding. Riley's my friend. The text was a mix-up. Mark eyed her skeptically. Why the secrecy? Adeline improvised. She's going through a breakup. Didn't want to burden Elena. Mark relaxed slightly, but Elena's grateful look hid deeper turmoil. After he left, Elena whispered, Thank you, but I can't lie forever. Adeline nodded. Then don't. Tell him the truth. Elena's resolve cracked. I will. Tomorrow. But tomorrow brought disaster. Adeline received a call from her mother. Elena's in the hospital. Overdose on pills. Panic surged. At the ER, Elena lay pale, hooked to machines. Their parents hovered, confused. She seemed fine, their father muttered. Adeline's guilt gnawed. Had her pressure pushed Elena over the edge? Riley arrived, eyes wide. What happened? Stress, Adeline snapped. From hiding. In the waiting room, Riley confessed. We met last night. She ended it, but said she couldn't live without me or with the lies. Adeline's anger flared. This is your fault. No, Riley countered. It's the systems. Society's expectations crushing us. As Elena stabilized, Adeline sat by her bed, whispering apologies. Elena woke weak. I couldn't choose. So I tried to end it all. The confession broke Adeline. She realized her own role, pushing for decisions without empathy for Elena's pace. Family therapy was suggested, but their parents dismissed it as modern nonsense. Adeline pushed back. We need it. Secrets are killing us. Reluctantly, they agreed. In the first session, cracks appeared. Parents admitting fears of societal judgment. Elena hinting at her struggles. But Riley lingered in the shadows, a ghost haunting Adeline's thoughts. Was forgiveness possible? Or was betrayal irreversible? The high rose as wedding plans accelerated. Elena's recovery masking deeper wounds. Elena's discharge from the hospital marked a fragile new beginning, but the air in the family home crackled with unspoken accusations. Adeline drove her sister back, the silence heavy. You scared us, Adeline finally said. I scared myself, Elena replied, staring out the window at the passing Seattle skyline. The thought of losing everything, Mark, family, Riley, it was too much. Adeline gripped the wheel tighter. You don't have to lose anyone. But choices have consequences. At home, their mother fussed over Elena, preparing her favorite pasta, while their father retreated to his study, muttering about young people today. Adeline watched, her mind dissecting the dynamics. A family built on appearances, where love was conditional on fitting the mold. That night, Adeline confronted her parents alone. Elena's overdose wasn't random. She's struggling with who she is. Her mother paused, apron in hand. What do you mean? Like you? Adeline nodded. Possibly. And the pressure to marry Mark isn't helping. Her father emerged, face stern. Marriage is stability. We've seen what happens without it. Divorce is loneliness. But forcing it leads to this, Adeline argued, her voice steady despite the inner quake. Let her find her path. The argument escalated, voices rising. You're influencing her with your lifestyle, her father accused. Adeline's heart stung. My lifestyle? It's who I am. And if Elena's like me, denying it will destroy her. Tears welled in her mother's eyes. We just want you both happy. In God's eyes. Adeline left, exhausted. Her own doubts surfaced. Was she projecting her struggles onto Elena? Or genuinely helping? Riley called the next day. How's she? Recovering, Adeline said curtly. Stay away. I can't. I love her. The words ignited fury. Love. You played us both. Riley sighed. I was wrong. But Elena chose me before the overdose. Adeline hung up, but the seed planted. Maybe Riley was Elena's truth. Elena confided later. I told Mark everything. Adeline's eyes widened. And he left. Called off the engagement. Shock rippled through Adeline. I'm sorry. Don't be, Elena said, a spark in her eyes. It feels liberating. But liberation came with backlash. Their parents learned from Mark's furious call. The house erupted. Accusations of infidelity, questions about Riley. Who is this woman? Their father demanded. Elena's chin lifted. Someone I love. The room froze. Their mother gasped. But you're not. Like Adeline. Elena met Adeline's gaze. Maybe I am. Adeline's pride swelled, but fear followed. Their father stormed out. Mother wept. What will people say? Society's changing, Adeline interjected. But we need to stick together. Days turned to weeks of cold shoulders.
Adeline médiated, urging dialogue.
In therapy, revelations poured. Parents' own repressed lives, fears rooted in immigrant hardships. Elena reconnected with Riley secretly, but Adeline discovered it. You're risking everything again. I need her, Elena insisted. She's my anchor. Adeline's jealousy twisted. Why Riley? But deeper, it was envy of their boldness. A community event amplified tensions. A church gathering where whispers about Elena's scandal circulated. Adeline overheard aunts gossiping. First Adeline, now Elena. The family's cursed. Rage boiled. She confronted them. It's not a curse, it's love. Get over your prejudices. The scene caused a stir, her parents mortified. Back home, her father exploded. You're tearing us apart. No. Adeline countered. Hiding did that. Elena stood by her. I'm gay, Dad. Accept it or lose me. The ultimatum hung heavy. Their father left for days, staying with relatives. Mother oscillated between support and grief. In the void, Adeline reflected. Her casual approach with Riley stemmed from self-protection, fearing deep loss. Now, witnessing Elena's fight, she questioned her own emotional walls. Riley appeared at Adeline's door one rainy evening. I need to apologize properly. Adeline let her in, wary. Why now? Because I see the damage. I pursued Elena without considering the fallout. Adeline's walls cracked. You broke my heart. Riley nodded. And mine, realizing I lost a friend in you. They talked for hours, unpacking motivations. Riley admitted her fear of commitment, using casual flings as shields. Adeline shared her family burdens. By dawn, a tentative truce formed. Support Elena, Adeline said. But earn it. Their father returned, subdued. I don't understand, but I love you both. Reconciliation began slowly. Awkward dinners, honest talks. Elena introduced Riley formally. Tension thick but progress evident. Yet societal shadows loomed. At work, Elena faced whispers. Adeline dealt with subtle discrimination in her firm. A pivotal moment. A pride event in Seattle. Adeline convinced the family to attend. Their parents hesitated but came, witnessing joy amid diversity. It's not what I thought, their mother admitted. Elena and Riley held hands publicly, Adeline beaming beside them. But inside, Adeline wrestled. Was this victory or prelude to more pain? As acceptance grew, old wounds festered. Mark, bitter, spread rumors online, outing Elena further. The family rallied, but Adeline's trust in Riley wavered. Prove you're in for the long haul. Riley did, supporting Elena through backlash. Highs and lows intertwined, building to a climax Adeline dreaded yet anticipated. With tentative family peace, Adeline focused on her own life, but the drama's ripples persisted. She dated casually, but each encounter paled against the intensity of her past with Riley. Her mind often wandered to what-ifs. What if she'd fought for Riley? But logic prevailed. Betrayal's scar ran deep. Elena and Riley's relationship blossomed openly, a beacon amid chaos. They moved in together, a cozy apartment in Belltown, hosting dinners where Adeline was a frequent guest. Watching them, Adeline felt a mix of joy and envy. You two make it look easy, she teased one evening. Elena laughed. It's not. We argue about everything, from chores to future plans. Riley squeezed Elena's hand. But we communicate. That's key. Adeline nodded, but inwardly questioned. Communication? Where was that when Riley juggled them? Societal pressures mounted. Elena's job at a conservative law firm grew strained. Colleagues' side eyes turned to outright exclusion from projects. They're phasing me out, she confided to Adeline. Fight it, Adeline urged. Or find a better place. Elena did, suing for discrimination. A bold move that drew media attention. The family supported her publicly, but privately, their father struggled. This publicity, it's embarrassing. Adeline challenged him. Embarrassing? Or eye-opening? He conceded, attending court hearings. The case settled out of court, Elena victorious but drained. Riley stood by her, but cracks appeared. During a heated argument Adeline overheard. You prioritize family over us. Elena retorted. They're part of me. You knew that. Adeline intervened later. Relationships test limits. Don't let it break you. But her advice felt hypocritical. Her own heart remained guarded. A family vacation to the Oregon coast aimed to heal. Beach walks, bonfires, moments of normalcy. Yet tension simmered. Their mother pulled Adeline aside. Elena's happy, but I worry about grandchildren. Tradition. Adeline sighed. Tradition evolves. Love matters more. Back in Seattle, disaster struck. Riley's ex, a vindictive woman from her past, contacted Adeline anonymously. Photos of Riley with others during their casual phase. Adeline's stomach churned. Confront Riley? Or protect Elena? She chose confrontation. At a park bench, she showed the photos. Explain. Riley paled. Old stuff. Before Elena. But during us, Adeline pressed. Riley admitted. I wasn't exclusive. I told you that. Hurt resurfaced. You played the field, then chose my sister. Riley teared up. I regret hurting you. But Elena's my choice now. Adeline left, debating. Tell Elena? Ignorance is bliss, but secrets destroy. She told her. Elena's face crumpled. Why now? To warn you, Adeline said. Make sure she's changed. Elena confronted Riley, the fight epic. How can I trust you? Riley begged. I've changed. For you. They reconciled, but trust frayed. Adeline's promotion brought travel, distancing her. In New York, she met Sophia, a fellow tech exec, smart, gay, uncomplicated. Dates led to connection. But Adeline hesitated, haunted by past. Back home, Elena announced, we're getting married. Joy mixed with dread. Their parents' reaction? Tentative approval, a step forward. Planning ensued, Adeline as maid of honor. But doubts nagged. Was Riley worthy? At the bachelorette party, alcohol loosened tongues. Riley confessed to Adeline. I almost left Elena. The pressure. Adeline's anger peaked. Then why stay? Because I love her. Truly. The wedding approached, tensions high. Their father walked Elena down the aisle, a symbol of acceptance. But on the eve, Elena panicked. What if it's a mistake? Adeline calmed her. Follow your heart. But know the cost. The ceremony was beautiful, vows heartfelt. Adeline watched, tears flowing. Happiness for Elena, sorrow for what she lost. Post-wedding life normalized. Adeline pursued Sophia, opening up. Yet a call shattered peace. Their father had a heart attack, stress from changes. In the hospital he whispered, I'm proud. But it was hard. Recovery bonded them further. Elena and Riley honeymooned, returning stronger. Adeline reflected. Sacrifices paid off, but at what personal toll? As months passed, Adeline's relationship with Sophia deepened, but she questioned commitment. A final twist. Riley offered Adeline a job at her startup, collaboration. Adeline accepted, testing waters. Harmony prevailed, but underlying currents hinted at future storms. Years after the wedding, Adeline looked back on the chaos as a crucible that forged unbreakable bonds and lingering scars. Her relationship with Sophia had blossomed into something steady, a partnership built on mutual respect rather than fiery passion. They shared a home in Queen Anne, hosting family gatherings where laughter now outweighed tension. But in quiet moments, Adeline's mind revisited the betrayals, wondering if true forgiveness ever fully erased the pain. Elena and Riley thrived, adopting a child through surrogacy, a boy named Luca, after their grandfather. The family embraced him, their parents doting grandparents despite initial reservations. He's our blood and spirit, their mother said, a far cry from her past rigid views. Yet, societal echoes persisted. At Luca's school events, stares from other parents reminded them of lingering prejudices. Elena confided in Adeline. It's exhausting, always proving we're normal. Adeline nodded. But we're changing minds, one family at a time. Internally, Adeline battled her role, the protector who sacrificed her own happiness. Sophia noticed. You carry too much. Let go. Adeline tried, but a revelation upended everything. Sorting old boxes, she found letters, Riley's from the early days, confessing deeper feelings for Adeline than admitted. Confrontation brewed. At a family dinner, Adeline pulled Riley aside. These letters. You loved me. Riley sighed. Yes. But I chose Elena because she needed me more. You were strong. Adeline's world tilted. So I was the runner-up? No, Riley insisted. Timing was wrong. The admission reopened wounds. Adeline confided in Elena, expecting outrage. Instead, Elena shrugged. I knew. We talked about it. Past is past. Adeline felt betrayed anew. You knew and said nothing? To protect you, Elena said. Like you protected me. The irony stung. Adeline stormed out, driving to the waterfront. Thoughts tumultuous. Was her life a series of concessions for others? Sophia found her there. Talk to me. Adeline poured out the story. I've always put family first. At what cost? Sophia held her. Your happiness matters too. Resolution came slowly. Adeline set boundaries. Less mediation, more self-focus. The family adjusted. Their parents, aging, reflected on changes. We were wrong to pressure you, their father admitted. Elena and Riley faced their own trials. Adoption scrutiny due to their orientation, but they persevered. Adeline's career soared, her app revolutionizing tech accessibility for LGBTQ+ communities, a cathartic outlet. In therapy, she unpacked layers, internalized shame, fear of abandonment. Healing culminated at a pride parade, family marching together. Adeline felt free finally. But questions lingered. Had the betrayals been necessary catalysts? As Luca grew, asking innocent questions about two mommies, the cycle of explanation continued. Adeline watched, pondering the moral maze. Choices, right or wrong, shaped destinies. In the end, love prevailed, but scarred. Was betraying a loved one ever justifiable, if it leads to greater truth and growth?